Okay. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'm Devon Garden from the PR department. I'm joined here with Jalen Green, who's here to answer a few of your questions ahead of Thursday's NBA draft. If you have a question for Jalen, please use the raise your hand function, or you can send me a message in the chat. We'll try to take as many questions as we can today. Okay. Jalen, with our first question, we're going to go to Mark Medina. Mark, go ahead.
Hi, Jalen. Thanks for doing this. I was wondering, why do you think the G League Ignite will prepare you best for the NBA as opposed to college or overseas?
Well, I mean, the G League Ignite is like playing in the States, so overseas is a whole different game. And college, I just feel like the G League is one step ahead of college. So, I mean, you learn how to become a pro on and off the court early. So that's how I think it could prepare you.
Okay, thank you. Next question, let's go to Chris Henderson. Chris, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Jalen, man? Congrats on everything that you got going for yourself now and going forward in your NBA career. So it's a two-part question. So the first part I need to know, growing up, who were some players that you maybe idolized or sort of padding your game around? And then I have a follow-up question to that.
I grew up watching a lot of Mike Jordan, Kobe Bryant, KD, Dwayne Wade, a whole bunch of players. I had a lot of favorite players growing up, but the ones I locked into the most was probably MJ, Kobe, and the GOATs for sure.
All right, and my follow-up question for you is going to be, so obviously getting drafted, something special is going to happen. You're going to be on a video game, NBA 2K. You talk about being on that, man, and how that may be the biggest honor of everything, right? Just to be on 2K, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. The fact that I'm even gonna be able to play with myself, because I mean I don't really play video games too much, but like when I do, I'll probably hop on 2K. So it's crazy the fact that I'm gonna be on that game and I'm gonna be able to go play with myself. Yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do is go play with myself. So yeah.
I appreciate you, man.
Next question, Spencer Davies.
Spencer Davies, basketballnews.com. Hey, Jalen, obviously, being as young as you are, you probably still got a little time to grow. So I was wondering, just you're a shooting guard right now, but I'm sure that you'll be in some 3-guard lineups going forward. So I just wanted to know what your comfortability is playing with 2 other guards and being, kind of that 3.
I think I'm pretty comfortable with it. I think I got a chance to adjust to doing that in the G League. I wasn't really ball dominant as much as I was in high school. So they gave me a chance to really learn how to play off the ball and play from the corners.
Thank you. Next question, let's go to Brian Mayfield. Brian, go ahead.
Thank you for doing this, Jalen. Could you talk about the young core and the athleticism of the Houston Rockets and what intrigues you about them?
I think they're a young team. I think they have superstar talent. I think they got great players. I think they get out fast and get out and run. Seem like a free team, being able just to play off reads and play in transition. It's just a super exciting offense. So, yeah.
And can you talk about, playing in the G League? Do you think that playing against older guys and older competition is what's going to help you take that next step into the NBA?
Yeah. Like I said, it's like getting you a step ahead. Learning how to play in the offense, the pace of the game. So yeah, it was basically like an advantage.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Jalen, our next question is going to come from Daniel Bell.
Hi, Jalen. How are you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. A lot of guys have talked about how talented this draft is and how good they think this draft is and how they think it's one of the most talented drafts in a while. What's your overall take on the draft or this class?
My overall take on this draft class?
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with Mike Smith. So I think we the best draft class since 2003. I think we got a lot of star talent. I think we got a lot of players that's really good in the class. Yeah, there's a lot of high ceilings for everybody. I think everybody that's going in this draft is going to do super good and have a really long career.
Thank you. Next question, Steve Angeles. Steve, go ahead.
Jalen, Steve Angelos from ABS-CBN, the Philippines. We've had a big week in sports. I saw you were kicking it with Manny Pacquiao the other day. Also, just wasn't mean to you to have like kind of all this hope of the country and just the whole country watching you, waiting to see where you'll end up.
I think it's awesome. I love the Philippines. They show love and support. I'm just happy I get to represent them. I'm happy that I have family out there and I'm tied into the Philippines. So I'm excited, and I hope they're excited.
All right, good luck, man.
Appreciate it.
Next question, let's go to Jonathan Fagan.
Thank you. Jalen, if you were to go second to the Rockets, it would mean not going first, which has always seemed to be very possible for you. How would you feel about that? Would you be, how would you feel about not going first, but going second to Houston?
I'm gonna just be happy that I'm getting drafted. It's a dream come true. That's all I'm happy about.
What would you tell the teams that are considering drafting you that high? If a team is thinking of taking you with the first pick of the draft or not, what would your advice be?
Advice about what?
What
About
they should
picking
do?
me?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really speak into that. It's whatever the team needs and whatever the GM decides or whoever's making that decision. So it just all depends on what they need.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next question is going to come from John Neo. John, you can go ahead.
Hey, Jalen, a lot of buzz about the workout you had with Detroit. I wonder what was your takeaway from that visit, and do you think that's a possibility here?
Anything could be possible in this draft. You don't know what's gonna happen that night. You know, a whole bunch of trades could happen. We never know. So, I think it was a good workout. The staff was amazing. The facility was amazing. So, yeah.
How much time did you spend with him?
I was out there for 2 days.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, our next question, let's go to Joe V-Ray. Joe, you can go ahead.
Hey, Jalen, how are you?
Say it again.
How are you, Jalen? How are you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. You know, whichever team drafts you, they'll be expecting you to have a lot of on-ball reps as a scorer. You can score off the pick and roll. You can pull up for a jumper.
All this hope of the country and
Yeah. You can pull up for a jumper and you can score one-on-one. So, as someone who's expected to be maybe a secondary playmaker or a lead initiator, what do you think you need to work on the most as someone who's expected to carry a lot of the offensive load?
I think I need to work on my defense the most. I think the offense going to come over time of the game, and plus on top of that, I'm gonna begin training a whole bunch of things like that. So I'm gonna tighten up as we go. Plus on top of that, we've been working out way before this draft even comes. So it's been like a good 5 months of just working out and building my foundation again. So I think the main focus going in is probably just slowing down and playmaking, and then the defensive side.
Oh, okay. Jalen, our next question is going to come from Chris Fedor. Chris, go ahead.
Hey, Jalen, how's it going, man?
I'm good. How you?
I'm good. So there are some reports that say that you won't work out with teams beyond the second pick. Is that true? And if so, what went into that decision for you?
Yes, that is true. And it was just a decision I had made with my team. That's where I'm trying to go, high into the draft, 1 or 2. Hopefully that happens. So we just stuck to our gut. I feel like I'm one of the best players in the draft, and or the best player in the draft. So with that being said, I feel like I should work out for the highest team.
And then for you, Jalen, no matter where you go, you know, you're going to go to a team that didn't do a lot of winning the last season or the last couple of seasons.
Yeah.
So with that, obviously, comes pressure and expectations. How do you feel about the level of pressure and expectation that could come with being the first overall pick, second overall pick, a top 5 pick?
I don't mind it at all. There's been a lot of pressure all through that's changed. It's still a day. it's still something I work hard towards. So I ain't really worried about the pressure or nothing like that. I'm still focused on my craft and whatever I got to do to make the team better.
Thank you. Best of luck.
Appreciate it.
Okay, Jalen, our next question is going to come from Jackson Gatlin. Jackson, go ahead.
Hey, Jalen, appreciate you taking the time to sit here with us.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
So I recently sat down with your former coach, Joey Fuca, and he said that you were a franchise changer. So I want to know, what do you think makes you a franchise changer, a franchise changing talent, and how do you envision yourself potentially fitting in with a franchise like the Houston Rockets?
I mean, the Rockets are an exciting team. They get out and run. They play hard. I feel like I'm an exciting player. I get out and run. So I just think it would be a good fit if it happened.
Thanks, Jalen.
Yes, sir.
All right. Our next question is going to come from Mark Spears. Mark, you can go ahead.
What's up, Jay?
What's up? How you doing?
Good, man. Good to see you. Congratulations on it all, man.
I appreciate you.
Hey, so I wanted to ask you, being in the Bay Area, especially when a lot of this was starting to get real hot, being Filipino, what did you think about the Asian hate that was going on, and also being a Black man as well, seeing the Black Lives Matter movement over the last year? I know there's a lot there, but just want to see your thoughts on both.
I think it was heartbreaking, especially at the time because COVID was going on and a lot. I mean, it was just a lot going on at that time. So, yeah, it was heartbreaking. I think it was a tough time for everybody, and especially that was going on, the Asian hate and the Black Lives Matter. Yeah, it was sad.
And as a kid that encompasses both, how do you plan to use your platform in any way to bring any highlight to social justice issues?
Yeah, of course. That was something we talked about in the bubble. That's something we did in the bubble as a team and a unit. We made shirts, all types of things. So yeah, that's something I continue to carry. I'm gonna continue to carry on and figure out what I could do using my platform.
All right, continued success, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Next question, John Carlos Rodriguez. John, you can go right ahead.
Hi, Jalen. Big fan here from the Philippines. Super awesome in the G League, and all the highlights and exclusive moves are, obviously the things that we're all excited to see you bring into the NBA. But my question is there a specific challenging moment or hardship maybe from that experience, or maybe an advice, whether from a coach or a teammate or maybe even an opponent, that you would bring with you as a motivation into the NBA?
I'm gonna bring everything that I learned in the G League. I learned a lot in the G League, so there was a lot of knowledge, advice, your own experience. So everything that I learned and got in the G League, I'm gonna take with me.
Thanks, Jalen. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Jalen. Our next question is from the Zoom chat. I'll read it off to you. What has basketball taught you and use in other areas of your life?
What?
What has basketball taught you in your life that you've applied to other areas?
I mean, it's taught me how to socialize, meet new people, and stand on what I think is right, and yeah, things like that.
Okay, thanks. Our next question is going to come from Dave Hardesty. Dave, go ahead.
Hey, Jalen, I know you talked a little bit about your Detroit workout. Could you talk about what your Rockets workout was like, meeting the coach, players, how that went for you? And there's been some buzz about you possibly being in Houston this week, maybe for a second follow-up, if you could talk about the truth of that, if possible.
I just finished my Houston workout yesterday. It was actually a really good workout. I met all the coaching staff. It was really good. Detroit and Houston are really good teams, have really good staffs, and yeah.
All right, next question. Let's go to Chris Gardner. Chris, go ahead.
Jalen, what goals do you have for your rookie season?
Rookie of the year, and maybe a defensive team or first team all defense, something like that. Something with defense. We're trying to be a two-way player. So yeah, but rookie of the year for sure.
Thanks very much.
All right, next question, Landon Buford. Landon, you can go ahead.
Hey, Jalen, I saw that you gave back to your hometown and right before the draft. I wanted to know, why is that important for you personally, especially being so young coming into the league, that you want to give back to your community?
I mean, first off, that's where I came from. That's what I've learned. I grew up there, and that's some other place that has made me. So I've always wanted to just get back to the community. That's something my parents have installed into me, and I mean, it means a lot. The fact that I even have the power to do that, and that's for sure not gonna be the last time. Many more to come.
All right, Jalen, our next question is going to be from Alder Amo. Alder, you can go ahead.
Hi, Jalen. I'd like to ask, because you were talking about Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, what parts of their game, or have you studied their game or their work ethic that you can get, or you can take it to
Just
the end?
how they approach the game, their mentality, how serious they take it. That's pretty much the biggest thing. I mean, obviously, like their moves and stuff. Just how they get to their shots and get to their spots and pick and choose where they want to go. But yeah, I really just pay attention to the mentality and how much time they put in.
As a follow-up, can you describe your routine or the work ethic or the work that you put in to realize this dream?
Say it again.
As a follow-up question, I'd like to ask, can you describe your work ethic or the work you put in to realize this NBA dream?
I put in a lot of time to get here. You can't really just not work out and think you're going to get to the NBA. You got to put time in. So I put in a lot of time over the past 6 years.
All right, our next question is from Raphael Haynes. Raphael, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, Jalen? Man, congrats for getting drafted on Thursday.
I appreciate it.
No problem. I wanted to ask you, Brian Shaw was your coach. He coached you, and he always talked about, I was on a report that he said you had the it factor. But can you tell me how he has inspired you and what advice he's given you going into the NBA, if you can share that?
He's giving me a lot of advice. Can't really think of nothing right now. But he's giving me so much advice throughout the bubble. I mean, he's played alongside with a whole bunch of great players, Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, Shaq. Like, he knows what it is and knows what it takes to get there. So he always just told us just to work hard. You gotta stay in the gym, to be smart. Everyone's watching you, and yeah, I mean, B-Shaw played a big role in my part of it, and get into this time right now. So yeah.
And then what a lot's been going on as far as drafts coming up. You've been working out for teams. Have you had time to really enjoy this though? Just to think like, man, this is here. This is what I've dreamed about. Have you had a chance to enjoy it?
Yeah, I have. It's been exciting, traveling, working out. I mean, it all feels pretty like normal still. I don't think it's hit me all the way, but yeah, I'm enjoying every part of it.
All right, thank you. Our final question from today is going to come from Pravnad Rama. You can go ahead, please.
Jalen, how did the G League help you develop as a good player?
Like I said before, it gives you, it teaches you how to be a pro on and off the court. I mean, we learning terminologies, learning offenses, learning the pace, the speed of the game. So I mean, it just helped me understand it more ahead of everybody, and I think that was the biggest thing, just picking up on it early, because it's hard to learn them terms like coming in. Like, gotta know the spots, you gotta know the sayings. So, like, it's crazy. So I think it prepared me a lot.
What type of impact do you want to have in the NBA?
I mean, I'm trying to be rookie of the year, so I think that speaks for it. What type of impact I'm trying to have.
All right. Thank you, Jalen, for taking the time to do this today. We really appreciate it. Wish you the best of luck throughout the rest of this process. To all the media still on the call, the recording of this entire call will be available on NBA Media Central and the Contact Network. Jalen, if you could just please hang on the line on the Zoom link, and to all the media, if you could please leave at your earliest convenience, that would be great.